Good morning, everybody. I'm going to call this Coffee Talk on a Sunday morning. I'm Janelle. So I wanted to just give a short little message. I was thinking yesterday, something kind of popped up to my spirit about fixing our hearts and getting rid of the hidden things. And then I was reminded of this story in Joshua. So I wanted to read a little bit of it to you and challenge you to take a look at your heart and the things that maybe you don't realize that maybe you're hiding, or you do realize, but I want this to be an encouragement for you guys to just be open and bare with the Lord and just lay everything at his feet, good, bad, whatever. I made a point a couple of years ago to just, okay, God, me and you, we are going to hash everything out. The good, the bad, when I'm good, when I'm not good, when I'm whatever, I'm going to keep you number one. And that has really helped my relationship with God. It's helped my guilt as far as how I feel and how God looks at me. Anyways, I just want to share a little bit with you. So the first verse I guess I'm going to start with is verse 10. And it's basically God talking to Joshua about this problem that's going on. So the Lord told Joshua, "Stand up. Why are you down on your face?" And he says, "The Israelites have sinned. They have broken the agreement that I commanded them to obey. They took some of the things I commanded them to destroy. They have stolen and lied and taken those things for themselves. This is why the Israelites cannot face their enemies. They turn away from the fight and run, because I have commanded that they be destroyed. I will not help you and anymore unless you destroy everything I have commanded you. Now go." So obviously when God tells you to do something, you're going to do it, right? Or I would hope so. "Now go, make the people holy. Tell them, set yourselves apart to the Lord for tomorrow. The Lord, the God of Israel, says some of you are keeping things he commanded you to destroy. You will never defeat your enemies until you throw away those things." I, sitting here reading that, just want to bawl my eyes out. Like, we want victory in our lives, and we're hiding things. I'm going to read that again, okay? "The Lord, the God of Israel, some say you are keeping things he commanded you to destroy. You will never defeat your enemies until you throw away those things." So basically it goes into talking about how Joshua goes to the tribes, tells them to present themselves, and lines things up specifically so certain families are there. And it starts with the tribe of Judah, and then it goes to a family, and then that family is obviously brought before to confess if they have anything that they need to confess. So I'm going to skip to verse 19. "Then Joshua said to Achan, 'My son, tell the truth. Confess to the Lord, the God of Israel. Tell me what you did, and don't try to hide anything from me.' Achan answered, 'It is true. I have sinned against the Lord, the God of Israel. This is what I did. Among the things I saw was a beautiful coat from Babylonia, and about 5 pounds of silver, and more than 1/4 pounds of gold. I wanted these things very much for myself, so I took them. You will find them buried in the ground under my tent with the silver underneath.'" So basically, Joshua sends the guards and the army back to the tent to verify that all these things are under the tent, and Achan and his family are destroyed. Essentially, his wife, his children, his livestock, his home, everything is destroyed. And I really feel we are in a present danger of desensitizing sin and thinking it's not a big deal. And I know that there's grace, and I know that there are times that God is so gracious and so favorable and so kind. But it also takes us kind of self-evaluating ourselves and say, what am I hiding from the Lord? What do I not want to give up? Maybe you're not even hiding it. Maybe you are out in the open and you're like, you don't even need to look under my tent. Like, it's on my bed. Like, it's in my dresser. Don't even worry about it. But God says specifically, you need to confess and get these things out, because you will never defeat your enemy until these things are cleaned up. And so I know that's kind of like a heavy word and verse right now, but I really do feel like it's time for us to step up and take some inventory. What is it? What are you doing? What is your life purpose? What do you want to see God do? Are you willing to move on his behalf so he can move on your behalf? And I know that it's not conditional. Like, you don't move because God moves. You don't not move because God's not moving. Like, God is God. He is sovereign. He is all knowing. He's everywhere. Like, we're resting in him. And so you can't get away from him. You can hide and you can lie to yourself and you can do everything that you think that you can to get away with manipulation or whatever. But I just want to encourage you guys to just do a heart check. What is it that you're hiding? And what do you need to cleanse? Just say a prayer in front of the Lord and say, these are the things that I have that I need to give up. And, you know, please have grace and mercy and forgiveness. You know, this was in the Old Testament, and there was, you know, hard lines in the sand. And we are living in such a graceful age where we are after Christ. Christ died on the cross and saved us. But that doesn't give us a free ride. We still have to make good choices. We still have to choose him. So I just encourage you guys. I love you. I hope this is a good word. I hope this is something that you needed to hear today. But yeah, hope to have many more chats with you guys. All right. Love you. Bye, guys. Have a good Sunday.